Hey everybody, this is Jennifer with Giddy Up Hallmark. Welcome back to my channel. If you want to see a review for Finding Mr. Christmas Season 2 episodes 4, 5, and 6, then keep on watching. Alright guys, this is going to be really brief because I have a lot of stuff to cover. So, before I get started, definitely follow me on Instagram at Giddy Up Hallmark. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell. That way you're notified each and every time that I do upload. And I guarantee you, you're going to want to hit that bell because I have got some really good content heading your way. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to talk about episode 4 of Finding Mr. Christmas Season 2. So for the Festive Face-Off Challenge, the boys had to run up a hill, and you know those those little poles that you use in the pool to lay on? They were used as candy canes, and they had to get 3 of their color in the bucket, and whoever gets it first, they're the winner. And you could slide around. They were sliding, and they were wearing short sleeve shirt and shorts, so I'm thinking it's probably not that cold where they are, but it's really beautiful wherever they are. Angel wins, and he gets the best advantage known to Finding Mr. Christmas history. Angel wins immunity, and he can either use it to save himself or somebody else. What a cool advantage. That's the best ever advantage. And Angel got it. So Angel wins. And next up is the Star Quality Challenge. It's the talent show episode, and I enjoyed this episode so much. The guys had to do their talent, and then, last year they would have to do an interview. Well, instead, which I thought was genius, they brought 2 members from, I don't even know what it's called, but the Christmas Cruise, the Hallmark Christmas Cruise show. 2 of the ladies on there, they brought to be judges on the talent show, and so they not only judged, but they asked the boys certain questions after they completed their talent. And it was so cool to see those ladies. They have such a good personality on camera, and I think they did a really good job. Alright, so the winner of this challenge was Robbie, and he actually roasted Jonathan Bennett, which took some guts. You don't just roast the host. Unfortunately, Gabe was kicked off on episode 4, and you hate to see somebody good go, but I know he's gonna do great things. My top 3 for this episode were Robbie, Angel, and Rustin. Rustin's song was just so nice. I really enjoyed it. So that's episode 4. Alright guys, so let's talk about episode 5. So for the Festive Face-Off, the boys they were assigned a color, and they had to run in ornaments, which were those hamster balls, and they had to knock down all of their trees. They were given a certain color, and they had to only knock over their trees. And the person that wins that Festive Face-Off was the person who knocked over all of their trees in the least amount of time, and it was none other than Davy. Davy won that Festive Face-Off challenge, even though Robbie was just seconds behind him. So what does Davy get? His advantage is he gets to sit with Melissa and Jonathan while they watch the guys do their thing in the Star Quality Challenge, which is a pretty cool advantage as well, I think. So for the Star Quality Advantage, they invite Hunter King on as a guest star, and they were separated into groups of 3. It was going to be 2 brothers with their sister, Hunter King, and then Hunter King's boyfriend. And so the 2 guys don't really, they're trying to fill out the new boyfriend to see if he's good enough for their sister. So in group 1, we had Robbie, Rustin, and Marcus. Robbie and Rustin played the brothers, and then Marcus played the boyfriend. They did a good job. I felt like Rustin and Robbie were competing for who was directing, and I don't really know. I felt like Marcus was just kind of kept to the side, even though they all took up for each other at the end, which was truly awesome. So then group number 2 was Davy and Craig as brothers and Angel to be the boyfriend. So I'm really glad that Marcus and Angel were not put into the bottom because they really didn't have a lot of lines. I felt like the boys who played the brothers had more lines and more to do, and so I'm really glad that Angel and Marcus didn't get put in the bottom because they really didn't have a lot to do, but they did do a really good job. So the winner of this challenge was Craig, and I've got to say, I've not been a fan of Craig until this episode. When Craig starts crying at the end, it was so genuine. You could tell he truly did not feel like he was worthy of winning. And he's starting to get more vulnerable and letting us see that side of him. And that is a quality of a leading man. And I felt like he did such a good job. So who got kicked off on episode 5? Robbie. I think most of the Hallmark fans were so shocked. Jonathan Bennett even said he was flooded with DMs by people saying, what is happening? And I was one of those people. I didn't DM him, but I was shocked. I know it's a game. I know that they're, they've got their reasons, and he explained it really well. He put up a video saying that they're looking for a Hallmark leading man, and Robbie, he's a really good actor, but it just takes more than that, and they really felt like it was Robbie's time to go. So it was really sad to see Robbie go. I was very shocked at first, but I kind of get it now, and I've moved on. So who are my top 3 for episode 5? Davy, Robbie, and Craig. Hold the phone. Did you just say Craig? Yeah, I did. Okay. Really? Yeah. I cannot believe I'm saying that because, again, I was not a huge fan of Craig, but I really got to see him in this episode, and he is definitely was one of my top 3 tonight on Earth. He was definitely one of my top 3 on episode 5. All right, guys, so let's talk about the newest episode, 6. We are on episode 6. This is just crazy, and it starts off with 5 guys left. We've got Angel, Rustin, Craig, Davy, and Marcus. We've got 5 guys left. This is crazy. So anyways, on the festive face-off, the guys had to play Silent Night, and they had to pretend to be Santa Claus and carry a bag of toys through this maze full of booby traps to get it to the Christmas tree, and whoever makes the least amount of noise wins. It was cute, and I felt like it was hilarious because Craig just could not stop laughing, and that would totally be me. I would laugh my way through that whole thing. So for the festive face-off challenge on episode 6, the winner was Marcus, and he made, I think, 6 noises, and Angel made 7, and it went all the way up to 13 or 14, which was Craig, I believe. So for this challenge, Marcus won. His advantage was that he got to pick the order of the star quality challenge. So that's kind of what we're used to. We're used to the guys being able to pick, who goes and when they go. So he picked to go second. And for this episode's star quality challenge, they had guest star Ashley Williams on there, which was so cool. This scene took place outside by a beautiful little creek, and they were not doing a scene where they're meeting each other, but they were doing a scene where they've already been dating, and they can kind of ad-lib and just do their own thing, but also stick to a script. So Davy chose to do a 30-second extra monologue. Marcus, I thought, did pretty good. Angel actually impressed me a lot. Rustin made me laugh because apparently a technique that you learn in acting school is to stare at your partner and just stare at them for a few minutes. And they held it out, I'm sure, longer than it really was on TV, just for drama. But it was so awkward, it had me awkward. So they all did pretty good. I felt like Craig did a really good job. He was able to be sweet. He was funny. I'm really starting to see Craig in a whole new light. And he actually won tonight's challenge. So he got to stay, but unfortunately and shockingly, Davy was sent home, and I was upset at first. But then I started thinking about like what Jonathan said about Robbie. I could see Davy as being a leading man, but there are other guys on that show that I really feel like they're going to choose. So we'll have this episode, and then they're going to have the final 3, and I think that's the episode they choose, unless they decide to take it down to just 2. I don't know. But anyways, so yeah, Davy got sent home. Was really upset by it at first, but I'm okay now. So my tops for this episode were Angel. I felt like he did such a good job. I felt like Marcus did a good job, so I'm going to choose Marcus. And then I'm also going to choose Craig. Craig is stepping it up, and when he got picked as tonight's winner, he cried again, and you could truly see he did not expect to win, and him coming out of his shell is making me like him even more. So you do your thing, guys. I cannot believe we are down to 4, and I cannot wait to see what happens next week on Finding Mr. Christmas. Alright guys, thank you for your patience with me. I've got so much content and so many videos to make that I really think you're going to enjoy. It's super fun to make these videos, and I would love to sit here and spill my guts, but I'm not going to spill it yet. You'll just have to hit subscribe and, come back. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of any of these episodes, and how do you feel about these guys going home, and who do you think is going to be Finding Mr. Christmas. Alright guys, see y'all in the next one. Have a good day. Giddy up.